This is Derek, a.k.a. Mr. Shred from Masters of Shred. And I'd like to thank you all for joining us for a very special edition of Talking Shred, kind of in the podcast form today. And today with us, we have two very special guests for a very special cause. Please welcome to the show today, lead singer Ronny Munroe of Munroe's Thunder, Metal Church, and Trans-Siberian Orchestra, as well as the Shredsational Frank Hetzel of the bone-crushing metal band Belford Weapon. Thank you to the show, guys, and it's a pleasure to have you both on. Now, I'm going to hand the mic off here to Ronny so you can give us a good idea of what exactly is on your mind and really what's been going on in your life, because this is the reason why we're here today. So go ahead.
All right. Well, thanks for having us. I appreciate it. And, well, basically, in a nutshell, and I'll make it short. My wife came down with ovarian cancer last year. We're still battling it. She was in remission for a couple months, and now it's the markers are going back up. And so I'm sure we're going to end up in treatment again very soon. So we're fighting the good fight, basically. And throughout all of this, Frank reached out to me. Frank Hetzel from Belford Weapon, of course. And we've been friends for a long time, Frank and I. Actually, Frank booked the first Metal Church show that I performed in Seattle, Washington. I believe it was back in 2004 or 2005, right, Frank?
Yeah, with Death Angel.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And Frank has always been a really good guy. He really is a good human being, and I always wanted to work with them, vice versa, right? And when all this came down, Frank graciously reached out and had the idea of us finally working together and putting a song together to benefit our Camp Joyce Javon's Cancer Fund and to help us through what we've been going through. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, and it's very well documented on our Facebook pages. We went ahead and put the story out there to try to help other people as well as ourselves as far as cancer goes. Cancer is a terrible disease. I don't wish it upon anyone. But anyway, enough of that part of it. The song is it's called POW. And I wrote the lyrics and the melody lines to it. And it's a pure thrash metal song. I'm very proud of it. I'm very impressed by Frank's writing as well. And there's a plethora of people that are involved in this, and I don't have the names in front of me, and I apologize for that, but there's been a lot of people involved to help with this song. A lot of works went into it. And we're hoping that that's going to help raise some money to get us through to the next step, whatever that may be. And, that's what we're doing. Like I said, we're fighting a good fight. That's all you can do in this situation. And there's unfortunately millions of other people out there around the world going through cancer and diseases. And, it's people like Frank that step up to the plate and want to help out. So I'm very, very thankful to Frank and everybody involved. And that's about it. That's what I have to say on that. Buy the song, buy the shirts. We have a lyric video, actually. Frank will talk about that as well. That's coming out tomorrow. And it's really, really cool. In fact, it's one of the best lyric videos that I've ever seen, to be honest, and I've watched quite a few. And so we're pushing this song hard, and we'll see what it can do, and we'll go from there. But, hey, we're keeping a positive attitude.
Absolutely. The best thing to do. I absolutely hear you on that. And for all the listeners out there, just so you have a heads up, if you want to get this track, which I strongly suggest you do, not only is it for a great cause, but it is an incredible thrash metal killer track. I actually listened to it a couple of times. It's incredible for the gym, I'll tell you that right now. As a fitness freak, it gets your heart pumping. Great lyrics, great musicianship. It is, in my view, worth more than 99 cents it costs on iTunes or CD Baby or Amazon. So I suggest you guys definitely go on there, check out Belt-Fed Weapon, and check out this track called POW. You'll be helping out Ronny's wife in a big way, helping out with the costs. This is a very tough time, and you're right, man. You said it better than anybody else could. This is no joke. Cancer is something you don't wish on anybody. It's a horrible disease. And there's any way Masters of Shred can help you and get this out to our listeners, to our followers, I am more than happy to do that for you. And I do understand that you actually have to get on the go here, Ronnie. So I want to actually thank you for putting the time aside. I know your schedule is tough. I know that you're taking care of your wife, Javon Hughes, and I really wish you the absolute best. And hopefully, what we're doing here today will do wonders for you guys. And you're always welcome back on Talking Shred.
Thank you very much, and I really do appreciate the time. And everybody out there, love and light to you. Thank you to all those who are listening, and for all those that have supported us thus far. It's really, really appreciated. And Frank, again, buddy, I really appreciate you as well. And everybody, have a good night. Love and light.
Likewise, Thanks. Ronnie, very much so, buddy.
All right, you guys take care.
You too. So, Frank, are you still with us?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Derek. Yeah, thanks
all
for
right.
us, man.
Absolutely. It's not a problem at all. Now, being this is Masters of Shred, this is Talking Shred, I have to ask you, this track's got some pretty wicked solos on it, and from my understanding, it's not just one player, but it's a few well-known players. Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't do any of the solos. I just wrote the song and wrote all the rhythms. But Andy Beach, a good friend of mine of the Hetzel Guitars, he did the first solo that comes in before the little bridge, and then the second solo is done by another good friend of mine, Don Fanyon of Ghost Ship Octavius, and both those guys did an amazing job. And yeah, I'm very happy with how this song turned out, and especially with Ronnie's vocals. I gave him the chair to do whatever he wanted, and as you can hear, there's a lot of emotion, and it's very related to his current situation, and he definitely delivered it. It was a big honor to work with him. I've always wanted to work with him for a long time. We talked about it many years ago, actually, and here we are today, and we made it happen. And unfortunately, the circumstances aren't the best to do it, but at least it happened. And if something good can come out of this and help raise them some money, then that's awesome. This song is a special song to me, and to do this with him is an honor, like I said. And more so than that, the cause is the best thing about this, and it just makes me feel really good to do this for him and his wife Jay, which they're good people. And cancer sucks, and I have two other good friends that are battling this horrible disease as well, and it's crazy, and it's not a good thing, and hopefully we can get some good out of this and get some people to buy the song and buy the pre-order T-shirts, which are all available, direct links to the shirts and the song on my website, beltfedweapon.net. So those are available if anybody that's listening wants to go and check that out and contribute to that. And it's a great song, and the artwork is done by a friend of mine, Frank Dooley, which works with the Hetzel Guitars as well. Yeah, so it's really good, man. I'm very glad to be able to have this opportunity to do this.
Absolutely. And again, folks, you hear that. That's beltfedweapon.net. And they can get pre-ordered shirt bundle with the track. Is that right?
Yeah, you can. We're doing a pre-order T-shirt. It ends, I think, in about 3 weeks. So it's all pre-order. So any size is available. And the mock-ups are available to see on the website, too. There's some lyrics on the back from the song, and then the artwork on the front. And then the song, the direct links, Amazon, CD Baby, or iTunes. You can purchase the song POW on. And, yeah, it's been doing pretty well. A lot of people have been supporting it and just trying to keep it going and, help Ronnie out. And it's, and it's a great thing.
Absolutely. And another great thing is that you guys have and again, now I've heard it from Ronnie himself, too. I mean, I was talking to you a little bit earlier, and you were telling me how incredible this lyric video, this track that's due out this Saturday is. And now Ronnie just clarified it for me and verified it for me. So it's even, I'm even more excited now than I ever was. I was excited before. I'm more excited. Can't wait to see it this Saturday. and you can check out that video, and that will be uploaded on your website. Is that right?
Yeah, it will be uploaded onto the website. And the lyric video is done by a good friend of mine's girlfriend, Matt Wickland. His girlfriend, Maria Nichiva, she did the lyric video and came up with the whole concept and everything. And it turned out really, really good. And a lot of people that have seen it, friends of mine and, people that are involved in the project are very impressed with it. And, I can't wait to put that out and, let that start circulating. So
absolutely
very cool.
Great. Now, I also want to stress something. Even though you didn't play those solos, I got to tell you, those rhythms were menacing. The rhythm section and those riffs you were throwing down, actually, that was one of the favorite parts I liked of the song as well, because your riffage was is pretty wicked on this track. So I really strongly urge all the listeners to do themselves a favor, get online, go to CD Baby, go to Amazon, go to iTunes. There's a lot of different outlets where this song's on there right now. It only costs 99 cents, and you're going to get one hell of a killer thrash metal style, just in your face, fist clenching, bone crushing track, and it's amazing. I really do dig it, and I'm happy that I could help you guys. I could be a part of doing something good for you in this way. You and Ronnie, getting Ronnie the help he needs to help take care of his wife during this tough time. So again, listeners, go to beltfedweapons.net, check out the cause, look out for the video this Saturday. Do your part. Let's bring this community together. Let's help these two guys out. Let's help out Ronnie. Let's help out his wife. They're both good friends. And Frank, I gotta commend you for being there by your friend's side during this tough time, and getting this set up with me, and having actually reached out to me and letting me know about this too. You're a great friend to him. It's definitely something to very much to look up to.
Yeah, big thanks to Andy Beach for setting me up with you. That was his doing on that. So very cool. I saw the interview you did with him and NAMM, and I reached out to him to see if he could put us in contact, and he did. And yeah, I'm glad he did that. There was a lot of people involved in this song, and my PR guy, Mazer Public Relations, Michael Mazer, has done an amazing job, and all the musicians, Daryl Williams on drums, Dean Sternberg played the bass. He's the vocalist in the band. He ended up playing the bass on this track as our bass player, Jason Vibrix, had some health issues with pancreatitis at the time and wasn't able to do it. And he's all better now, and that's all good. So, and Andy Beach came in on the guest solo, and then Adone Fannion, and then, of course, me on rhythm guitar. I think that's everybody. And then the lyric video by Maria Nichiva, and we did a promo video, too, by another good friend, Russ Knudsen, a friend of mine here in Seattle, plays in a band called The Brain Dead, and those guys are awesome. So, and Frank Dooley, the artwork guy, and I think that's everybody. There's a lot to this song, and everybody involved, and, Ronny Munroe did the vocals, of course. Sorry. But, it's just great. I love how it all turned out, and everybody's involvement has been tremendously awesome. KSW Metal Shop, we did an interview with them a couple weeks ago. That interview is available to hear on the website as well if anybody wants to tune into that. And, it's been a lot of work, and we're still not done yet. We actually have, probably in about a month and a half or so, we'll be putting out a guitar that I donated, a Dehatry guitar, that I got from my friend Andy Beach, quite a few years ago. About 20 years ago, I bought this guitar. It was the first guitar I got from him, and I decided to donate the guitar, and he donated some time, and we tore it apart and sanded it down and shaved the neck down a little bit and made it a little bit more player-friendly because it had a really wide neck on it. And it's in the process of right now being airbrushed. The artwork of the song is being airbrushed onto the body by Frank Dooley, amazing artist. So he's contributing his time for that. And, it's just, man, it's really cool to have these people come together with me and want to do this. And whoever ends up with this guitar it's going to have a good quality custom guitar, and it's going to look cool. It's going to sound cool and play cool. And yeah, I can't wait to see who ends up with it, actually. So that's going to be coming out here in the next month or two. So, whoever's listening can stay tuned for that and keep popping back on the website, beltfedweapon.net, and the Facebook page as well. And definitely check out Ronny Munroe's other projects, Munroe's Thunder. He's got some other stuff in the works that's going to be happening too. And yeah, what a great thing, and Ronnie's such a great singer, and outside of that, a great human being and a very good friend of mine. And yeah, this is just a really cool thing to do, and it makes me feel good to do this for him. And I want to thank everybody that supported this in the past, and any future contributions that people do to this. That's great, and everybody involved. It's just yeah, it's a little overwhelming, but it's really cool. So I'm glad to be able to make this happen.
Absolutely, and just to touch base on a topic that you had mentioned, this custom guitar that was actually yours by the Hatries, Andy Beach, who built this for you 20-some odd years ago. It's getting fully customized, fresh paint job, custom graphic of the album artwork. How can listeners get a chance to own that guitar? Is it a raffle, or is it would they buy the track and be entered, or is it donations? How'd that work?
No, it's going to go up for auction, and we'll have a minimum bid starting at about $1,500 for the guitar, and it'll be available through Jay Vaughn's website. I believe it's jvaughnstrong.com. Don't quote me on that off the top of my head, but all that information and the direct links to where the guitar can be auctioned off will be on my website once it's done and ready and the pictures are available. And so, yeah, people will be able to bid on that. And, yeah, it's a very, very nice guitar. And, to have this guitar built would be very spendy, a lot more than $1,500. So even if somebody, gets it for $1,500 or $1,600 or, however much it goes for, they're going to be very happy with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to actually mention too, because Andy Beach, his guitars are outside the works of art. I mean, they're absolutely, iconic. Really, they are iconic guitars, and they do fetch a lot more than that asking bid. A lot more, double, triple in many ways. So yeah, you're right. To even get it for that is an absolute steal. And you're getting one that is basically one of his precious models in a way, right? I mean, it's the one he last worked on. And for all you people out there, for every listener who may not be familiar with Andy Beach and hasn't seen the video, I've spoken to, actually spoken with him at NAMM. Andy has built guitars for iconic figures like Zakk Wylde on the new No More Tears tour. He built his Glory Les Paul, those gorgeous, oversized, stunning Les Pauls with the winged headstocks. He built a lot of Prince's guitars, the Cloud guitars he's known for, as well as Richie Faulkner, Judas Priest, his Flying V's with the studs all over them that are just stunning. So he's got quite a track record. So that's a very exciting thing to be a part of. So for anybody out there looking for a new act and helping out a great cause and getting a great deal in many ways, you definitely want to stay tuned for that. And that will probably be on your website, you said, in about a month or so? Details about that, please? Okay.
Probably realistically about a month and a half. We all have busy schedules, and, Andy and Frank are donating their time into this outside of their normal work and their lives. So, things like that take a little time, but it's all in the works. It's starting to be airbrushed right now. So I got a picture the other day from Frank, and showing me where it's at. And it's just started, but it's going to look amazing. And it's kind of going to be hard to let this guitar go now, actually.
Yeah, right. That's usually how it starts.
So cool.
Yeah, when you put that much time into something like that, it's hard to ever let it go.
I have quite a few Hatries guitars, so it's like, this is an old one I had laying around, and it's a great guitar, and I love it. And I thought, well, why not just put it out there and help Ronnie out in another way to help raise some money and help out. And again, thanks to Frank Dooley and Andy Beach for contributing on this. That's a huge thing, because those guys are very busy. And and Andy does amazing work. And I highly recommend if anybody's looking for a custom guitar. There's many good custom guitar companies out there, but Andy Beach and Daytree Guitars is definitely top notch. It's the true custom choice, and everything he does is hand built. Nothing is done with a machine. He puts a lot of sweat and equity into that, in his work. So
100%.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the very few guitar luthiers out there that really puts as much time and detail into every guitar, and he really stays true to himself. You know, I mean, and plus when you look at the roster, who he's built guitars for, you know, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's insane. He's extremely talented, amazing work.
I know he also built a guitar for Andreas Kisser of Sepultura back in Chaos AD time frame.
No kidding, really?
Yeah, way back in the day. Yeah, he was mentioned to me. And I met Andreas a few years back at a Sepultura show. I was talking to him about it, and he definitely remembers Andy very well and still has that guitar, too. So, yeah.
Wow.
Of course, he doesn't play it live because he's got endorsements and everything. But, yeah, it's cool. And, yeah, he does great work. I highly recommend him if anybody's in the market. You know, it's not cheap, but then again, you get what you pay for, without a doubt. But this opportunity, you know, people like Bell-Fed Weapon and like Ronny Munroe and like the song and, you know, they want a custom guitar, this is probably the cheapest way they could get this high of a quality guitar through this situation. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Whoever gets it's going to be happy.
No, right. I absolutely agree with you. So I have to tell you, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, Frank, having you and Ronnie. If there's anything else you want to throw out there to listeners, I know we went over the website. We went over the details for the track. Again, it's only 99 cents. You're getting a cutting-edge, extremely modern, zone-crushing, thrash metal-style track with killer riffs, killer solos, killer vocals, and lyrics. I don't know much more you could ask for, and I do know that there are so many listeners out there whose playlists have been getting very sour and very stale and very old. So, I mean, it's nothing more than an incredible track that's fresh off the press, and it's for an incredible cause. And you're helping an incredibly talented singer help his wife, who's going through a very, very tough phase. And we are rooting for both of them to make it through. And this is our way to give back. So, I strongly urge all listeners to go online, go to CD Baby, go to iTunes, go to Amazon, check it out, Belt-Fed Weapon. The song is called POW, and get it, and do your part. Again, Frank, it is an absolute pleasure having you here.
Yeah, I appreciate you having us on, too. That's really great. And to all the people listening, thanks for tuning in and listening, and anybody that goes and supports this cause and purchases the song or the pre-order T-shirts, which are available right on the website, beltfedweapon.net. Yeah, much love to everybody, and, it's been a pleasure to be able to do this.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's going to be it. It's going to close off another chapter or another episode, really. Another episode. We're not closing this chapter. This chapter's still open. We're going to touch base on this again. But this is the end of the broadcast. Like the Talking Shred. I want to thank everybody who tuned in, and everyone's going to go out and get that track and do their part and help out. It's greatly appreciated. Not only does Ronnie appreciate it, not only does Javon appreciate it, not only does Frank appreciate it, but everybody here at Masters of Shred, which is me, Mr. Shred, you've probably seen me on the page. I greatly appreciate it. Of course, I appreciate you all for listening and for following the page. So, have a good night, and we'll pick it up again on Talking Shred shortly. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Derek. And
you got it, man. Have a good night.
You too.